Reyes needs to not be in heaven so much. He needs to be down in checker sometimes. Everyone needs to try playing aggressive on each site though too. Which means he needs to push checkers and flash in and peek, or Goro needs to flash into A main and peek. And I need to hear Goro and Vex talking. I don't remember them talking so much, being like, hey, we got a lot of action at A. On Squeaky, right? But they do a good job just holding here, backing them off, burning out a lot of their utility. And catch them rotating. As soon as they heard me catch them rotate, everyone needs to they need to rotate over. Cyrus needs to reset. And Goro should be watching towards highway. Problem is they're all standing on A still. This is where I say I'm going back to Z. So now we know they're not at A, or we're pretty sure. So this is where Vex could make a good move and either peek and Squeaky like I think he just did, or close the door. Or push into A main. So, one of two things. They're chilling at A, or they're very obviously rotating. And this time they were very obviously rotating from the timing. So as soon as that utility went off of red set, everybody needs to be pushing over. Okay, there we go. Wraith goes in way too early by himself again. We have plenty of time, so you had time to wait for Vex. Where to do. Pushing an event early is very sketchy. Someone made a false call of checkers. That guy was screwed here. We could have pushed a little bit harder. So Vex, same thing, peeking, man. Peeking. Came out wide in the whole thing. So we're down to 6 or 7 seconds on the bomb, if I recall. It would have been close. I probably could have gone for it, but would have disarmed really fast, and our money was shit. I'm not sure if I made the right call there. I don't know. Probably should have gone for it. So again, first round, fourth round, we just kind of fucked ourselves with really uncoordinated retakes, people not waiting, people getting too antsy. And Raylith needs to push up in heaven. As soon as he gets the action at A, he should be pushing up through B main here, and either holding in Sun or continuing a flank. Because that information play is worth it. Even if he dies, it'll let us know, oh, maybe A's a fake early ahead of time. We can set up. Otherwise, there's a long time we're just sitting on our hands. So that was a good one. Just that standard A take, and we're gonna hold them. This application is really annoying me. Fuck off! Alright, god damn it, okay. So this is a standard A round, good to hold to A. Not sure if this is my bonehead mid-play move, yeah. So again, Raylith has to get off heaven. He needs to switch up his positioning. Going into checkers, especially when we still hold mid, is totally fine. Going here, you can see a good angle into there. Even pushing up here with your smoke like this, actually, this is a good time to be a little sneaky. Push here. There. Vex did a good job going into A, but I don't know if he calls it out because we don't make any rotations. So we've got to communicate. If Vex says there's no one A main, that's okay. B hit immediately. Everyone rotate. Gotta communicate. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I'm assuming nothing was called out other than that we're just waiting a long time because no one's rotated at all. So we gotta talk. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing sure. Cyrus just got melted. It looks like Wraith gets stuck in vents, and that really fucks us. I don't think vents as reliable. I don't know. That would probably have been good for Wraith to roll up the truck, and I hold highway rather than me rotating off. Not gonna fuck us. We just save here. All these fucking smokes got me good. Tracking can somehow see me through the top, and then Chewie just walks out. So I probably just push vent. I was trying to be sneaky, like an asshole. Or should have sat in my corner like he usually did. I didn't think he could see me through that smoke. So that super fucks us in the beginning, and they're already hitting B. So we know Vex should be rotating as well. Gotta be careful on these rotates though. Where all 5 are. Yep. At this point, they should be saving. It's a 4v2. Our money's not that good. Now you're out of utility. You are not going to do shit. Yeah. Just hold that corner as best you can. Hopefully they don't push. Yeah. We have some staggered money, so people just need to speak up a little bit quicker or say something earlier. I really wish I could see money. This makes this extremely difficult. Buy full buy-in, Ray full buys in. You don't even realize everybody else has 2,000. Goro's buying a pump action, which he shouldn't be bothered doing. He should not be doing. He should be buying a Glock, learning to use the Glock currently. I'm not sure about P90 no armor either. I don't know. P90 armor. This is one of our other one of the 2 rounds we've won, actually. See, the problem is Cyrus pinched himself into here. Like, I'm not sure why he pushed up there knowing that there were people at B. I mean, it wasn't covering his flank, which he wasn't probably planning on either, so... We lose this round, actually. Kill Kraken here. So Vex needs to be just rotating over. He needs to be scooting himself over and rotating, and not sure what he's. Yeah, this is the weird one where he ends up acing this almost, killing everybody else. So for an anchor, in general, like as soon as we've identified bomb, the anchors can rotate off. As soon as we say, okay, there's 4 on site, anchors can rotate off. Because even if they don't have the bomb, they do like a 4-1 trick play, that's fine. It's better that we go in 5v4 and kill everybody on that site and then roll over and do a retake with what we have left than it is to be in a 4v5 or a 4v4 and fighting them off in a live retake. So anchors don't need to anchor as hard in general. And they generally, I need to go over on each map, kind of like we have down pretty well in Mirage, they need to be scooting over. So like I told Vex, you can't sit fence solo on the site. Not only for information, but you also, if you rotate over towards red box, maybe you can go all the way back to truck, depending what your calls were. If we've already identified 4, you can make a move to truck and still hold A, but be in a much better spot to rotate to B. Vice versa for Rayleigh. He can push up the vents like he was doing. It's stuck there because of the bug. The anchors need to scoot over to be in a position to get in quicker as much as possible. Yeah, okay, this is the second time Goro's bought pump action. He should not be doing that. No shotgun should be bought, honestly. Sawed off maybe if it's around, but even then I wouldn't. It's so nerfed, I don't think I'd bother. Everyone needs to be buying. If you're saving, buy Glock. Glock armor utility is a very strong buy. Everyone needs to be learning the Glock. Chew doesn't clear and Cyrus gets him. So even CT side, always be thinking about defensive smokes for not even the main angle. So I had actually thrown a smoke down the highway, which stopped Kraken from killing both B and Goro. Just a little tip on any map, especially in cache, it's useful. Like when we're pushing me on mid on T side, we can smoke off vents or mid garage as we're making our way in to buy us more time. Things like that. People just need to be thinking about smokes. It's not just for smoking out the main entries or delaying. Let's get the covering angles like always. So it was okay hit. We stopped him pretty good at A. That was the last round we won. We really flubbed this. We flubbed this pistol round pretty bad against Scorched here. He gets a 4K on us. Otherwise, we had a good entry. If I recall right, we killed the guy forklift. We'll see in a second, but nothing too fancy. A 4-1 split, hitting A site, just rushing in off a single flash. So we managed to kill Hatch pretty quick. Push Chewie off white box, but Chewie gets Cyrus mid. Okay, so my flash didn't hit anybody. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about, guys. So that's where you all should have stopped right there. Yeah. That was definitely everyone going on a single team. So what should have happened there was looks like Vex and Red or Goro should have just pushed it slowly together. Come wide towards fence, shoulder to shoulder. Then we can have the outside pressure, whether for myself or Rayleigh, or you just hold so he can't exit here. One person holds here, hold it if he's trying to peek this way. And 2 people together, close range with Glocks. You could possibly lose that fight, but you should win it the majority of the time. You're against Scorched. Just push him around. And I can sit here and cover towards highway and truck just in case, or as another exit there. Yeah, we lose this. We get the smoke push. The smokes are unbelievably barking. So much we can do about that. Well, of course, we lose this next round too. I'm not even sure what happens. But yeah, so now I see. This looks like one person tried to go around this way, and the other 2, in a staggered fashion, went around. There's no need to envelop the guy, right? Unless your timing is spectacular. There's no need to have one here, one here. It's much better to push 2 together and double peek or trade him out than it is to try and envelop him. Because then you always got to remember, you're trying to be unfair as fuck as possible. So you want to be in a 2v1. You don't want to be in two 1v1s. That's good for him. You want to force a 2v1 or a 3v1 every time you can. So fortunately, we gave him 3 1v1s. And then 4 actually with me at the end. Not much to see here. I mean, basically don't have dough. So the problem is, everybody at A should have already made a move. It's kind of hard to coordinate this and communicate it all in a firefight. But we should just gone. Probably not the best move, but either they need to make a move or rotate off. We can't just sit there and wait out smokes in this kind of situation. We are down 3. And that was not a good move. So that flash went nowhere. Right, you know, the Scorch has been playing quad the whole time. Kind of going in a staggered fashion again. I mean, this just comes from practice, you know, practicing the hits dry and, you know, and then taking it to a scrim and practicing to get that timing down. Just needs more practice. So we flubbed a lot on the CT side. Some rotations, maybe some lost fights. It was pretty rough. Which one? Let's try this one. Alright, on the Mirage map, we actually ended up winning. On the CT side. So we start T side on this one. Yeah, really eat shit pretty hard T side. So I know we do a B split, mid B split the first one. I'm not sure what happens other than by the time I make it up catwalk, everyone's dead. So let's see what happened. So again, nothing fancy, just a mid B split. Should have 2, maybe it's just myself at mid, I'm not sure. I think it was just myself. Or me and Goro mid. I think Goro pushes up weird and gets killed or something. I forget exactly what happened here. So Goro just has a 1911, no, he didn't spend his money, which is a problem. We'll have to go over that. So we're fighting with the guy at window. I got a single smoke on me. I use it to try and make progress. I want to review what they did out of apartments because that's where we really ate shit. So mid, not a lot happens. I'm using my smoke, eventually push up. I think Goro maybe gets clipped. But I make it up cat. Just delayed because of the window player, which means the apartment player should have been waiting, but that's also got to practice in communication. So Cyrus tries to push into the smoke for some reason, and then the other 2 gets pincered. So guys, you need to push the site first, not catwalk. I know it's easy to say now, but and that's part of the issue with that smoke, is that's very limiting to where you can go. I'm not sure if Cyrus maybe thought he had a seam, but it looks like he was in it, and Scorch just got him. But the primary clear once you get on site is to clear site, not catwalk, and that's where having another smoke here, if we could set them up properly, would be good, but it's hard to make that throw. But yeah, he just got outplayed, outshot. Yeah. It's better that all 3 of you pile out here. Especially if you hear he's got Deagle and Cat, he's not going to necessarily take you all out. Just 3v1 Scorch, you know, or whoever's on site, and just push and then clear site and hold site. And then you leave it up to me and Goro to push Cat and take care of that guy, especially if he's playing that Cat, close to the Cat like he was initially. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot we can do in that situation, though. Just gotta win those fights. another save round for us. So Goro, yeah, if you're listening, you gotta buy a pistol round. We literally need to win the pistol round, so saving means nothing. That's pointless. So whether that means a Glock and a flash or armor or whatever, whatever we want to call is the valid meta. So that means 1911 full utility. It means buying armor in a 1911, or it means a Glock. Nothing else should be bought. No sawed-offs, no nothing. It should be Glock and the flash or smoke. And I don't know about a frag on the second round. That's kind of a waste of money. So save rounds are like a Glock and a flash again, or just a Glock. A full save would obviously just be a 1911. Those are kind of the valid saves right now. So I know I had called out maybe on the balcony, but no one heard me. So they get smashed here, but against the save round, so it's like whatever. So that, you can't clear the guy in balcony by pushing like that. That means you just need to hold back in palace here. He's got a bit of an angle advantage because the guy upstairs can catch you pushing this way. This is the only angle you can really see him at. But I mean, it's a save round. We had no way of really clearing him out. So, just how it goes. Let's get lucky, killed him early. He gave me a job behind you. Alright. So, save round as always. You can always remember, we're just trying to get the bomb down. We're not trying to win these rounds. We really can't, basically. So, and this is why I say don't use smokes as much when we were going against a save round or a forced buy, right? This is actually really good for us. This allows us all to creep up. Although, again, 3 in palace is a problem. But, oh well. Both this smoke and that smoke allow you to creep up and get past an angle that might be a little dangerous if someone's sitting on stairs like this. And this further smoke, this is where I just go. Try to catch your mother. Like the smoke before. I'm in the smoke, that's why I'm running like an asshole. I can't see anything. The smokes are so broken. That's why you see me running around like a weirdo. Good job, Goro. That's all we need is a bomb plant, nothing else. So then we're in a good situation for third round buy. So I think we only win 1 round T-side, I want to say. Yeah, we finished 10-8 and we won every CT round. So we only win 1 round T-side, which is a problem. I thought we were getting pretty good at T-side. We were getting pretty good at it, I could have sworn. But we'll see what happens. We're just dream, so. So Cyrus is on the op. Me and him are going to go mid for an A split. 3-2 split. So good job picking a window. That's exactly what we need. I think I smoked my cat like my normal setups here. Okay, so Chewie had that smoke. Okay. That smoke was super annoying. It looks like it's covering Cyrus, so Cyrus should not move the chair or anybody. Chewie could see me through smoke. I could pick Cyrus. It's the 1 round we win. Now I remember. Alright, so it was a really good A split. Really good job there. Got a good cat smoke up early. So they're going 2-1-2 like us. So Cyrus just being a little too aggressive, I think, just pushing up like that. He needs to wait for the smokes to deploy. That's kind of needless damage. We just need to be a little more ballistic in mid. So I'm not sure what happens here. Why are we getting the bomb down? So we just gotta go with these smokes, guys. When we put these smokes down, we basically just have to roll. Don't want to lose. Oh, now I see. Now I probably shouldn't have been so aggressive. Grez needs to get the fuck out of there. I know it's easy to say, but yeah, I got caught in a terrible spot. So like we were telling you, Goro, or in live match, as soon as you hear go silent like that, you know he's pushing you. Timing. And it's okay to push off Tetris and come here and peek that way, because that's the way he's gonna walk. They're either gonna drop from on the stairs, go sandwich, walk around, or they're just gonna come wide. Yeah. I probably should have stayed back. I probably shouldn't have pushed in the jungle like that. Actually, the fake did a good job forcing him over to B or A. At this point, this is where we should call save and get out of here. 3v5. We have no map control. Bad move on both parts. I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's right, we were flashed. Shouldn't even bother. I mean, obviously they know we're there as soon as we kill Dragon. That's why we should probably actually rotate it back to B through underpass and give it a shot, but scoreline's pretty rough. Go back and just do an A hit, try and keep it simple. Because we have like a half save since some of us have guns. I just try and push through a smoke. This stuff is very frustrating because it's so broken. Once they, we need to be better about just resetting and rotating, I think. So when we get those smokes like that, we should just leave a person hanging out and everybody rotate to B, or mid split to B or A. We just can't be chilling there. It's just not useful. I think we do that too often. It's okay to do it every now and again and wait it out and then go. I mean, the only problem is if they push from B and they get that early info, then we're screwed because they know we're there, or they can guess. So we just need to be, I don't know, switch up a little bit. We need to make sure we have map control and we're showing presence so they don't immediately go, obviously they're just sitting at A with the smokes. Yeah, so it's a pretty rough T-half for us. We have to save, and I think, yeah, we save into this. Save-ish. Or Vex buys an AK randomly. Or what? Or he buys an AK for somebody else. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, some people bought, some people didn't, so we gotta not do that. So, Vex bought Cyrus an AK. So, guys, I'm pretty sure I called save here. And this is where we need to save, because now we have a weird buy. We still have a round to give for half. So again, do not stop here. This is, I know this is a weird entry and everything. Don't stop in apartments. The only reason you stop here is if you like you're flashed, but then also don't run through smoke either. Be hit, you have to flood out of apartments. You have to all drop in together, either with the cat pressure or all 5 here. Okay, so you see Vex, Cyrus are unable to full buy. So we end up with like armor, rifle, SMG, armor, utility. So we don't have a full buy going in the last round. Just gotta be careful of that stuff. The buy is a team every time. We don't have any smoke today. House guys went in early. I got picked at mid by the op. Alright, now I get to see good stuff for once. Alright, doing a 5-man A hit. Remember, Cyrus is calling out main early. As soon as he sees him, I don't see anything mid. So girl gets smoked out at ticket. Cyrus did a good job stopping Chewie there. And Cyrus gets duffed. I just blitz in. I just get the 3K there. So Gore, you just need to hold a ticket. Don't move off even if there's smoke. Depending on how they set up, you might be able to push through smoke once Vex or Cyrus or I push and like that. But even if not, you just chill and wait for the smoke to dissipate and you're there. We don't need to stack another person in the jungle and stairs. Already got a lot there, generally. So I always want, especially if someone's already there, to stay at ticket. Just be careful, maybe play back towards trash can when the smoke is up. Careful of grenades. Play anti-flash there. Right here, or even bounce down to here. Alright. So remember, Raylith or Vex calls out hard B. Raylith hears his footsteps. Oof, Vex just barely survives. They were very sneaky and did a 4-man split for a fake. That was a good hold. They had a good little split there to get the plant down. So we actually don't lose a single round on this side. I know we have a couple close rounds, so if I remember right. But we did a good job holding. I'm not really sure why that was thrown. So I'll just always be thinking about what am I throwing this utility for, what purpose am I getting out of it. You know. Don't be in a rush to burn all the utility and see, you know, that's the other thing. I wouldn't necessarily smoke out both Palace and main. It's better to smoke out one or the other. Because we want to try, ooh, nice frag. We're trying to just throw off their timing or throw off their coordination. So if you leave main open, that allows main to push in while you keep Palace smoked out. Which does allow, although tricky, because they can still spam the smoke, the stairs guys to push out a little harder and address main. A main smoke is also good for anyone who wants to play under balcony. Under balcony is a very powerful spot. So if you just smoke out, leave Palace open, smoke out A main. It's a lot of, especially if the ladder works. But even if not, playing here or using the ladder, very powerful. This is a solid A hold. We just smash them. They also fuck up by not. Again, they're doing the same shit we're doing in terms of fucking up. When we get our smokes down, we need to go. We need to take the fights. If anyone's sitting on stairs, fucking kill them. 2v1 them. You know, take the fight ticket. It's a little trickier with just a head, but we gotta win some of these fights. That's our problem on A, it seems like. We're just not taking and winning these fights. We're not gonna be always, you know, like I said, we're not always gonna be able to out-utility people in terms of smoking them off or flashing them out of there. We gotta get in there and fucking kill them sometimes. Again, T-site's always cool. It's perfect to trade out. It's perfect to lose a guy and get a guy. That, you know, lose one, the next guy comes and kills him. That's exactly what you want. Alrighty. So they did a good job stymieing here. B, same thing. Vex. Peek and Van too much, I would say. I'm not sure. It's hard, again, without comms, it's hard to tell exactly what we knew, didn't know. But we managed to figure out they're going to underpass. I got one. I was being a little aggressive here, probably. I should have flashed in the first time. That caused me to lose a lot of my health. Well, gentlemen, good job there. Being trying to be sneaky, going back and forth, faking. That was throwing us off a little bit, I think, but we held them pretty well. So another good hold. Good reads. So I believe these are the 2 rounds where I push mid aggressively. First time they're not there, I flank. And I fucking messed up my frag really bad. So this is, if not to my own harm, so this, if we're going to do flanks though, this is what we need, right? So I'm pushing immediately. So I take my time getting up mid's clear, and I go. I hear the shots at A by the time before it's, so I'm flanking. I know Cyrus and Goro are still alive, so that allows me time to flank. If they had dropped early, that means I need to return. That means you can't flank. You can only flank if you're holding. And this time they were mostly saving, or doing a weird force buy, or they were mostly saving, so it was no big deal. When the same thing, don't flank twice. I mean, that's a general rule. You can get away with it sometimes, but what I can do is push mid again aggressively because they weren't there. They can maybe assume I pushed mid, but they don't know necessarily I'm going to do it again. So doing aggressive twice in a row isn't necessarily wrong. You can get away with it depending. You know, like on any site. So if they didn't see you, if they weren't there, and you pushed aggressively, do it again. So I see the smoke, I call out, hey, you got some people mid, get a good flash off, take out Kraken. This is where I actually use my utility. I had a lot, but I didn't realize how many there were. So I got 2 though, so luckily it was a good trade. 2, called out all the info, everyone rotates. Goro, you're rotating too much though. I wanted to say, just in general, you're the anchor player on A. The guy playing Ticket is the anchor player guy, the guy playing Van is the anchor player B. So we'll just go over those in practice, but just the general rotations. I know you came off A couple times. Didn't need you. Like I said, the anchor rotates if other people are down. If we lost both people on B, then the anchor has to rotate, right? If the bomb's at B, anchor rotates over. But otherwise, the anchor should just slide over. You should take stairs, connector, jungle, F for rotating, which in that case we weren't. And then Cyrus takes, mid. Because you can actually push triple and get pretty good coverage on connector. We don't think there's anyone pushing A main. But otherwise, I mean, regardless, it's still a good hold. They kind of flounder. They had a lot of money, and they didn't buy enough utility. I don't know, it was really odd. They just kind of jammed the mid and stay there. So now we're almost tied up. Haven't dropped a single round. Scorelines are starting to look better, like you expect. Bad utility. Oh, nice snag. And a little over. Enough to push lock back weirdly though. I don't know what lock is. So again, same thing I need to say to Orca is don't always play Ticket. Ticket's a good spot. It's a powerful spot. Same thing, not necessarily play stairs, but under balcony is a very strong spot. Playing triple is a strong spot. Triple's good as long as we're controlling mid. So playing here. Remember, these boxes aren't fully penetratable, so you can get away with it. This can be a really sneaky spot. And especially, gets more powerful if you have Palace smoked out. If you have them jammed in Palace, this allows you to rotate here to this kind of angle and put pressure on Tetris. Or here, and put pressure on Tetris. You can be sneaky here. Take it, especially if they're smoking out, take it constantly. Then there's not much you can do there. So I trade here with Lock. So they keep trying to slam people in the palaces very bizarrely. So the same thing, you don't need to peek here, right? Once you've addressed, if anything, you can play Ticket and just stare at main. No, we killed the one main player. Let's do a good job with the retake here, though. Good shot. Good. We know the last guy's fire work together. Good. Yep, nice. Don't know if anything, Reyes should have held off a half second. Let Vex get on his shoulder again. Same thing. Like on Cash, always be forcing a 2v1s. Even at the meet, you just march in there shoulder to shoulder, literally, and take him. He's only beating it if he's got a flashbang. And by the time they're around, most likely they don't. Alright, so they're going to have buys for most of the part because they are max loss bonus. permanently. So we saw it was good work. We contested them in full buys the entire time, you know, for the last couple rounds, basically. They're not buying much utility, which is very bizarre, but whatever. I think Rez gave us info a little earlier. Cyrus was just peeking, so we're already scooting over towards B a little bit. Doing a good job here, Vex, but same thing. This is where you need to get off ban. Luckily, they play it like absolute shit, so I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I don't. So same thing that they're doing the same shit we're doing in terms of fucking up. They need to push through apartments regardless of that smoke. They need to smoke you off here, flash you off, and go. Because that smoke still allows them to come through. I mean, it's dangerous, but because the way smokes work, but. Just hanging out there is even more dangerous, obviously. They get picked apart, and we enveloped them. And this is where we hold, we call underpass. I killed the one guy underpass, and this is where we told him to hold. So granted, in this case, our money's really good. We could chase them. But again, we always, you know, like we see in the next round, you know, two people can turn it around. If Red and Vex go push and they get killed, that means they have B unlocked. You know, so always got to be careful, and we know our money's good. We know their money's good, so I'm not too worried about them saving a rifle or two, honestly. It'll help them, but they got max loss bonus. You see, locks at 5,400. It's, you know, they all have full buys regardless. So it's the last round of the 9-round CT round. So again, stat lines are good. Don't worry about the stats too much, like I always tell everybody. You know, even Goro at the bottom, he actually has 6 assists. And the stats don't tell everything. Tell some, but not everything. Tell a lot more T side in terms of just straight kills a lot of times. CT side is not as obvious in terms of what the stat lines actually mean. Actually show. So we actually crush them pretty hard here, if I remember right. We get some good early picks. I think Goro has a really nice one early, I'm gonna say. So again, this is why you can't be at the same spot every single time. They frag the ever-loving shit out of it. Luckily, the one that misses is the one that hit him, but there's smoke. There's throwing a retarded amount of smoke for some reason. Oh, I blind fired Kraken into the smoke. That's the early pick, yeah, and then Locke got duffed. Yeah, I mean, they throw a million smokes but don't make any moves. It's very odd. And it's, yeah. Scorch is trying to clear a dark spot. So it's 2v4, 2v5. Okay, so this is the tricky thing. Yeah, so... Yeah, so why we all end up sitting at A is because we thought bomb was down. Because Cyrus just happened to wipe somebody when the bomb was being planted. And as soon as he got Scorched or whoever got wiped, they stopped arming. So we thought the bomb was down. Another reason that Dave needs to add the fucking sightline for CT side. You know, at least if they're in visible range. And so that's why Vex rotates off, because I told him to go ahead and rotate off. So the only thing here is Vex has a... Okay, he is. The call. Vex is saying he's mid, so I come mid, and I think he's there, not realizing he's not actually not mid-mid. He's pushing into mid. Just a slight difference in the call. Say he's close to T-side apartments, he's pushing towards mid. But I also fucking flubbed that. I think I was pulling out utility right as he goes to shoot me, something like that. But good job, and luckily Dragon, for some bizarre reason, sitting in the ban. So, this is a good lesson, especially since clips are so broken in this game. But beyond that, in a 3v1, you can't sit there. He needs to push into apartments to kill somebody early. He needs to push into a market. He needs to push to catwalk. Not only because of clippers, he needs to be in a visible range of the bomb, really. But beyond that, in 3v1, you have to get an early frag. You have to at least get to a 2v1. If you sit there like that, it's a good demonstration. Even if we didn't have clips, he would have been fucked. And especially in this case, because he's isolating himself from the bomb pretty hard. So even if he gets Raylith coming through apartments, Goro and Cyrus are on a bomb, and he doesn't have great sight lines, I don't think. It would have been tough. But you know, in CT side or T side, especially in close situations like that, you need to get it back down to at least a 2v1. Even if it means you die, it's all a risk. But he needs to push out aggressively. He needs to plant that bomb and then immediately go back into the market, because no one's necessarily going to be expecting you see people sprinting into here. He would have gotten Goro probably walking out. If he walked out window market, got a pick, walked back, goes back on the site, you know, it's just a feel for timing, right? So the market guy is going to be probably the initial rotate. Maybe someone's coming to apartment and they're going to be later. They're almost always going to be later. Whereas is a little there, closer there because we're already pushing that way, but you can usually get a pick market, walk back, just like you're holding B site. Take a calculated risk, sit here, try and get damage, get that pick, and then immediately turn back around and go back into the market. More than likely that's a split. Most of the time you're not going to do a total spread. Like, you're not going to have one cat, one market, one apartments. You're probably going to have like a 2 market, 1 apartment split like that. So anyways, that's just demonstration of why you can't sit there. Demonstration number 6742. Why you cannot sit in a clutch situation or any situation 1v3. You have to be aggressive. You have to make a play. Alright, so last map industry, we actually almost won it. Should have won it. But our CT side was much better this time. Last time they stomped us pretty hard. I think 10-2, 10-3 on this map. We have pretty even, and this is a T-sided map in my opinion. I think it's still pretty T-sided. No, but we do a good job CT side. So we run 2-on-2 like always. I have Vex mid, me, and Goro on A, Cyrus and Vex on B. Sorry, Cyrus and Goro B, Vex mid, me and Rev A. So I just knew they like A a lot, especially on they pretty much when we played them, when I've seen they always go A pistol round. So I wanted to make sure I was there. You know, we did a good job. This has always been a trouble. This map has always been trouble for us. We always suck ass at this map. And like I said, they stopped us 10-3 last go around. So even though if we lost it, we should have honestly won this. But 10-8 loss isn't so bad. So let's see what we got. So Wraith. So the short shelves unsupported is a little difficult. So again, this is where Vex need to make a move. I asked him to sit toolbox to watch mid, but as soon as he's taking fire and we call it heavy A, he needs to push into mid. Get in the mid doors and start supporting Wraith if Wraith's alive. If Wraith's dead, yeah, do what you do and you stand there. So again, guys, just to demonstrate what I'm talking about, we need to delay. It's the only job. So I think I got a pick. Yeah, Wraith and I both got a pick, and we held them. We burnt out their smokes, which is key. So their smokes aren't still active by the time the retake comes in. Cyrus did a good job, got around. Scorch didn't even realize for some bizarre reason. So this is trash can, guys. This is not covered. This is trash can. This spot is trash can. So someone was going covered and threw everybody off. Ooh, that saved Goro actually. That was good for that flash. So that is not covered. That is trash can. We've got to get these calls down, guys. We can't be in maps where we don't know which site is which. We can't go make a call until you go somewhere and you go to the wrong spot. As much as possible, we need to nail these callouts and know what the callouts are, and vice versa. I mean, just have to. I think they do a B rush. They get stomped pretty good here. Or they do a mid rush. Yeah, Vex against them pretty good. So again, same thing. Going to the same spot. We cannot keep doing this. We cannot go to the same spot. So they're reading that. Can't be doing that. Or at least the same spots that's in a dangerous spot. So going to shelves or playing around here, even if it's a slight variation in the same spot, the same smoke isn't necessarily going to hurt it, the same frag, because later you'll see they'll start fragging the back the far shelves here, because I sit there a little bit. So at least switch it up. So I don't know, we'll have to identify better spots. So like sitting here maybe is a good spot to cover short. You don't get that early angle, but if you're using a P90 it doesn't matter anyway because you can't penetrate the wall. So who gives a shit? I think we lose this round actually. So smoke the Ever-11 shell site. So the problem is people on B are not playing B properly. We're sitting too far back. We can't give up this much control of B. So We need to be having someone coming down to here to car, getting that first early peek that they're coming here and spamming through the wall, through the T-rollers. We need to have someone pushing up towards containers or utility, and honestly container and van is a strong spot. We gave up way too much control in B. This is not how you play B. We can't play B like this. We can't... As broken as smokes are, but if they throw that wall down for us, we need to use that wall against them. We need to use that wall to make progress for ourselves as well. Play around their smokes. Yeah, see, at least come to here so you can get that early peek in a short. But Gora needs to be pushing up, especially with the P90 against rifles. He can't be sent so far back. But even Cyrus, I mean, again, this is where you pushing early allows you to get that early info. Nothing coming out B short, careful A. You just need to make those plays. Yeah, the envelope is pretty good here. Get it wrapped around. I probably should have held, but I mean, we were pretty fucked there. I don't know if we should be going armless. It's just very sketchy. It's not sold on going armless AK yet. Just the way headshots work, and you know, people are going to save their P90s a little later for economic reasons. That's just way too dangerous to me to do armless AK. It's not. I don't think it's valuable. So what I was trying to say, and I think I said, is not to go that way. That we need to be pushing up on T-rollers like this. Managed to actually get a kill here. Especially since I had P90s, it couldn't actually... Only a couple of med rifles actually shoot us. But, yeah, that was just to save around though. So I think... Honestly, I don't think, again, armor for Cyrus, armorless AK, I don't think it's worth it. You know, AK no utility. If he says, had he said something, maybe Goro or Vex could have dropped him a flash too. You know. Oh, he had armor. Oh, someone must have dropped him an AK then. So again, right at the guy, remember they can poke you through that. Yeah, you just can't go that short shell situation. That's just. So I'm trying to push more aggressively, switched up. A lot of flashbang warfare going on here, so that's why you see me like this, and I get traded. Not, you know, totally, you know, I was already stuck in by the time Raylis called that. Good picks. So again, if we just win some of these fights, it'll turn the tide. I mean, that's literally what this is right here. We're in good positions and we just win these fights. That's all this round boiled down to, honestly. A good retake by Goro and Cyrus, and pretty sure we win this one. Yeah, we go 3-3. So Goro, it's hard to tell with the smoke being there. You just gotta rotate off, right? Get a feel for timing. Think, you know, I haven't seen anything here. You were standing here for a while, I think, based on my recollection. Cyrus made a good move. Then just rotate in outside here to come here. While Cyrus is on site, again, communicating with each other as much as possible, but so sketch it with Prox chat. You don't know where he's at, but you know, if you came outside, maybe you can come clear mid. Just think about where he could possibly be based on your best information. Saying still isn't necessarily wrong, but it's always risky. You gotta know in a 2v1, he's gonna be looking for that 1v1 somewhere. So whether you need to group up next to each other, or really close to each other, or you need to go on a lurk and just kind of start walking the site, trying to find him. Because if nothing else, you gave him the information about where Kraken was, and that helps Cyrus. So they smoke us off pretty hard, because these guys use the ever-loving shell of smokes, but whatever. Red man, good move, pushing in. So for Reyes, again, it's just, yeah, stay behind cover, stop peeking. I'm not sure how Boris has got me concerned he was flashed, but okay. I guess he just had me aimed out already. Again, just her rotations need to be in. I don't know. I'm not sure where Vex was going, honestly. Not sure if he pushed up mid. And the same thing like on the other side. So whoever's playing mid, same thing on B. B's the early. B and mid can be early info spots. A, you can pretty much see them coming. But whoever's playing B, this is why we need to have someone pushing towards B hall. You can get that information them coming short early. If no one's coming short, more than likely they're not hitting B, right? And the same thing with mid. You can see her holding that angle. Or you're going to switch it up if they're not putting pressure mid at all. If you don't see anyone going mid that much, then you come here, throw a flash, bang it off this wall, and peek. Gotta make some info plays sometimes. Almost got scorched. I missed my shots. Just another save round. Alright, so money's not great, but it's not terrible. So going armorless op is different. That's fine with me, I think. Although you gotta be, cognizant that you can't push with it. It's very risky to push. For most of this. Trade again. What I honestly think I need to do if I push up this aggressive is bring like 3 flashbangs, walk here, flash, sprint up, flash, and walk out, flash. I think that's what I need to try. I don't think that spot's that great on its own. Not sure if we didn't hear him. I know I was telling him he just got to make a move because he was just kind of chilling here for a while. But yeah, that's a tough situation. Again, the op is not great for retakes. Unless you're just nailing shots, and they're just standing way away and letting you do it, not grouping up. Alrighty, I think we take this pistol round. Could be wrong. I think we start really strong T side, tie it up pretty quickly. Oh no, we do lose this pistol round actually. So I didn't realize Cyrus was in when we didn't have proper smokes for this. Cyrus should be deploying a smoke like now. Too late. Still says he has a smoke. That must be his right there. It's weird. Yeah, we didn't have smokes. We didn't. I don't know. As always, we don't practice enough to have plays set up properly. But in general, the bomb shouldn't go to hall. The bomb should be coming straight up because Van's full cover and everything. So I think this is the one we managed to actually take. I think we actually win this one. I want to say. Because they get really stupid and don't actually buy into this round properly, I don't think. It didn't seem like there were that many P90s on their side. Getting that kill short was great. We managed to get this kill here. We get bombed down, yeah. This is good work from everybody. We just managed to win this crazy save round. So again, as soon as bombs down Vex, if you can, just get out of there. Don't try and keep pushing. But you know, I don't know how Rayla survives for so long. They're dicking around with it for the longest time. I'm just waiting at shelves because I know they're there, but just praying that Red doesn't get killed, because if Red dies, I'm fucked. So, I mean, they are just fucking this up royally. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Nice kill from Rayleigh, yeah. They just flubbed that hard. I mean, they more gave us that than we won that. But hey, we'll take it. So that was one of the mystical wins on a save round. And so now their money's kind of shit. They can, you know, they got basically have to save or go for a really hard force buy. So, like I said, B's more the buy round where we push, can stretch them out. And again, we just have to be careful about these entries rather than the paths we're taking. Got Duff there. So, it's a good round. Now we're going up against a full buy. So again, you gotta, instead of just coming wide and throwing the smoke, you should throw this smoke. Throw here. It's a lot safer. You don't have to get like dinged up immediately. My smoke's a little off. Or throw that smoke, honestly. And then throw it. This is something we've seen all have a bad habit of. Being careful with the grenades and being greedy with the grenades, or whatever you want to call it. We gotta get better at throwing off angles, bouncing off walls. Let's just pop scorch to this smoke. Chewie's being all sneaky here. So, again, this is a good example of what I was saying, though, on B-side defense, is using their smokes against them. You know, using their smokes to make progress. Seeing where you can get behind it. It was a good hold. So we win 2 more rounds. I think we win these next 2 and then lose the next 3. I believe, if I remember right. So another B hit. They're saving. Just a little thing that came up is people need to not, you know, I'm not saying I'm the best about this either, second guess information given out by people though. I did call one utility one spawn and there was some contradictory going back and forth. So just assume that everyone saw what they saw and knew what they saw. And whatever they call out's valid, just treat it as that such. And if it's bad, it's bad and it's on them. You know. But same thing goes for like the call outs. People need learning them, getting them properly. I know there's the one call out I was trying to get Cyrus to go short early because I knew they were sitting at car a lot. He goes to mid. I wanted Cyrus to come out more honestly and fight for this first pick. Because they were stacking car a lot because we kept going B a lot. On this one we're faking towards B, or at least setting up at B, or setting the bomb up at A. So we're showing presence pretty much everywhere, except for at A. So hopefully they don't get wise. So these are good smokes for them to walk out on. So they see, the thing is, they say they smoked out again. I think, as I recall, and I said, okay, let's rotate over. So if anything, these are great smokes for them. They could have both walked barrels, no problem. I mean, I guess you couldn't know about mid, but you can stare at mid as you're walking. So we rotate over to B. We end up forcing this in and making it work, but again, just as much as possible, clean comms and good information on comms. You say you're smoked out, I think that means like the entryway is smoked out. You can't literally make any progress. Not that, just smoke near your position kind of thing. Anyways, good. We still have enough utility. We smoke out B. Do I have bomb? I don't know if there's bomb actually. Flank. I missed all my shots. Got saved. I was missing everything. Alright, that's the last round that we won. So we lose 3 straight here. Again, they have full loss bonus, so honestly, I probably overthought this and we should have just kept going B and slamming it in. We're having really good success there, even if they were starting to stack B, but honestly, we should have just done it. So again, just gotta be... Honestly, we should have made the immediate rotation then. I know we do rotate. So this is where I need, you know, we identify there's multiples on B. The mid players, A players need to start making moves over. Riz making too much progress. He's doing a good job getting kills, but this is very confusing. This is just where you need better, clear information. I'm not sure which had the comms. Some of it gets dropped and some of it gets lost, but because we get on A, which is fine. Cyrus goes up top, which is probably not the best. I know he likes that spot, but it's a little... As soon as he misses that shot, he should be off top. He should get out of there now. Now it's too late. He needs to be out of there. Yeah, you gotta reposition. Being up top is, and I get fucking dropped because I already took damage in it previously. I fucked that up. Gore should have just sat. He shouldn't have gone in like that. He should have just sat there. It was a good move, but he should have sat here. I mean, if they had clips, you probably would assume that they'd already gone. Yeah. If you only delayed a second longer, we would have had that. Oh well. That was just... I wish I had comms playing so I could hear exactly what was said, but that felt weird watching it without comms. I know I call it rotate, but that was weird. But yeah, don't go up top at A. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get away with it, but it's also an extremely vulnerable position. If you're not going to nail that first shot, as soon as you miss that first shot, that's when you get the fuck out of there. You have to move. Or exactly what happened to you happens, Boris, or whoever wraps around and shoots you on the side, and you can't do shit about it. Or they just flash you because it's easy to hit that person. Alright, so it's another split where we step towards A, but Cyrus and I go B. Missing shots. There's a pattern to it, Vex, and you can burst more than 2 shots. So they're going to practice with. There's a pattern to P90. You can pretty much full auto it. And again, Goro's just out of position. A little bit. Reyes pushing a little too wide. Just get that bomb down. Got that? You had all that utility. Smoke that guy off. Flash him. Go for the bomb. We just need to get that thing down. So now, unfortunately, it's dropped in a terrible spot. We can actually smash pretty good here. I had no information on where they were. Again, it's always good to say last seen at shells. I'm not sure. I guess that just missed Chewie. I guess. Oh, yeah. He just scooted over a slight bit. Yeah, we had no time. I mean, some of these come down to just winning fights, guys. Just gotta win some of these fights. That's all it is. I'm not gonna have great tactics, perfect utility most of the time. Just gotta nail some shots. Fucking M4. So again, it's too many smokes. We all smoke like the same position. There's nothing to be aware of. So I think what happens is the bomb, whoever has the bomb tries to walk it. Again, like I say, do not walk the bomb like that and arm it. Do not do that, do not do that, do not do that, never do that. It always is a shit show. And caught out of position, and yeah. So always get on the site, get on a van, get in secure position, then arm, or whatever site it is. The only time to do that is like a clutch situation, or like a save round where you're just trying to get the bomb down. As soon as you start arming and you're walking in the wide open, he knows you're coming. As soon as you continue to arm, he knows you're going for it. And we did not have sight even remotely secured. That was just a bad move. We need to force a pick, we need to rotate off, we need to do something. Couldn't have gotten for the bomb there. Alright. So yeah, another game we could have won. Just that it comes down to practice time. Like all this stuff. So many things just ironed out in practice, individual or as a team. People just need to be playing more in general. Trying to get into league lobbies, I think, in general. It was a good hold on Mirage.